Maybe on your show in the next couple days.
Or in the next couple minutes, Senator?
Maybe. I think, hey, Kennedy, by the way, I think the word senator is pejorative, so be careful what you say.
That's
be
true.
careful.
Yeah, I can't even call you a pronoun.
Correct.
So, how does Xi feel about taking down Jerry Nadler? Because it seems as though your appearance before his committee is sort of what ended his political luster. You sort of snuffed him.
Well, here's what happened, and I prepared for this, for probably 100 hours. What we know is that that committee had no desire to get to the truth. What it was all about was attacking Donald Trump and making sure that Jerry Nadler did not have a left-wing progressive challenge so that he did not go by the wayside like Capuano and Crowley. And that's what really the hearing was about, was making sure that Jerry Nadler could show that he was progressive enough and that he was going to attack me, stop me from running for the U.S. Senate, and make sure that he could, hold his base in the Upper West Side of New York. And that's what that was all about.
I'm familiar with it. Very familiar with it, almost too familiar with it. But it's interesting because Jerry Nadler really was the face of impeachment. He was the person who was put in charge of that committee because as someone who knows the law, knows the president, he is arguably the best one to bring him down, but he's had so many missteps. And so now for some reason, Adam Schiff is the grown-up in the room, even though he's an emotional child. And we're hearing that the whistleblower contacted Schiff's staff before he or Xi filed the complaint.
Well, what we know is this, is little Adam Schiff, who's the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, already knew about the whistleblower complaint. And what we know is that the rules of the whistleblower complaint had changed in August of this year, which said you no longer have to have firsthand knowledge of what's going on. And what that tells me is maybe the whistleblower is close to John Brennan. Ooh. Maybe he's an acolyte of John Brennan. What we know is this president has gone after...
John Brennan hates the president.
Of course he does.
With a blinding passion.
Yes, he does. And Kennedy, don't forget, we know that the whistleblower is a former CIA agent who was detailed to the NSC, who's probably back at the CIA, who hates this president more than they love their country. And the fact is, they never had any firsthand account of what transpired.
Corey?
Yes?
Did you have a little Merlot with dinner?
No, should I have?
You sound a little slurry. You sound a little Biden-esque.
No, look. What I'm mad about, Kennedy, is that they're still blaming the president for this conversation with the Ukraine president, Zelensky. And what this is really about is people who don't love this country as much as they hate the president.
I love this country. I love this country so much that I would like to hug it till it squeaks.
Yeah, but Kennedy, there's no president in the history of our country before this one who's had so many leaks. And that should be a real concern for our national security apparatus.
Yep. Thank you, Corey. Great to have you.
Thank you.
Maybe a cup of coffee. All right, it was Take Your Kid to Work Day on the Hillary Clinton Excuse Tour, and the people